Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 6 of Final Fantasy 15. What am I doing here over in the Maiden Water? Well, I was trying to raise up my fishing level. Considering the monsters that I'm going to be catching, or at least attempt to catch, out in the lake, yeah, my level was way too low. And I think I was borderlining level 10. Or at least, I was borderlining level 9 the last time you saw me in the Royal Edition, and now I'm actually at level 9. I'm trying to catch as much fish as humanly possible, just so I can raise my level up a little bit more. That way, I'll be able to at least be, well, of some sort of advantage. But those fish are really, really hard to catch. And what the hell did I just snap just now? I mean, while we're here in the Maiden Water, I might as well just mention that the rare fish that is in the Maiden Water is the tide grouper. Yeah, and I also caught one of the rare fish here too.
What the hell is this thing?
So what did I just snag here? A nebula salmon. I just snagged a bigger salmon earlier on. So on that note, hopefully that got me up to level 10. Because what we're going to be doing? We're going to be going into the dock area in Cape Cayam. Now, for those of you who are wondering, why am I here in Cape Cayam and why am I fishing? Well, the Royal Edition added 4 different fish. All of them, well, not technically with prerequisites, but all of them are exclusive to the Royal Edition. You have to buy them because one of them at least has the best recipe in the game, and I do believe that is the Stygian Bluefin Tuna. And that's the newest edition there. The other 3 also have recipes as well. The problem is they're really hard to catch, and if you don't have level 10, let alone the best reel, the best rod, the best line, and either Bahamut or you don't have Leviathan, that's the lore actually. Big Blaze Bahamut and Big Blaze Leviathan. Yeah, you're gonna probably be losing a lot of lures, because those fish are huge. And besides, Big Blaze Behemoth and Big Blaze Bahamut and Big Blaze Leviathan are their favorite lures. So I just want to point that out. Well, all except for one. And I'm just gonna tell you now, I tried to catch the Memmy Bass, but I have a reason about that later. Oh, and by the way, as you can see, sometimes when you're trying to set sail, Prompto will go to certain places, or want to go to certain places, to take pictures on the boat. As a matter of fact, the opening cutscene in the beginning of the intro just so happened to be one of the scenes, or should I say one of the pictures you take in Altissia. And probably the best one, because that shit looked fucking hilarious. They do take some really goofy pictures, and I like coming back to this game sometimes. But then they have some frustrating moments too. Wait till we get to Omega. Or episode Prompto, for that matter. Right now, you see Prompto in the Half Nelson by Gladio. Wow. It's fucked up, dude. But whatever the case, we're looking for the Dynel Barundi. The Dynel Barramundi. And it only shows up between the daytime and the nighttime. And sure enough, there it is. Ah, this time I actually caught it. For you see, the last couple of times I tried to catch this thing, tide groupers got into the way. Oh, and here's a word of warning to anybody. These big fish sometimes can be lured in by little fish. Actually, it's a prerequisite for the mummy bass. So on that note, I try my best to fight off the Dairo Barramundi, and it tend to jerk a lot. I tried the tapping method, which worked on the Liege of the Lake, or the tapping method that worked on the Terror of the Cliglian. But unfortunately, even though I got this thing down to half, he will try to shake and bake you and destroy your line really quickly. All of those fish have the tendency to do that. Even if you have Kupoberry cheesecake, which, by the way, I ate. Oh, and by the way, I was still at level 9, so I wasn't able to catch him like talking about it. So I tried to go back there later on, unfortunately with no success, because 1, he didn't show, and 2, Tide Grouper. But there is your fish, that's one of the fish you're looking for, and this is in Cape Cayam, and he is in between the entrance of the dock, and also, oh, I almost have him too. That's the thing, I almost have him, and the fucker tries to shake and bake me and increases the tension on my line right when I'm about to catch him. This is some bullshit. Let me catch you. Get on my damn boat. Aw, no. I'm too low leveled. I am too low leveled, and I almost had the bastard. Damn it. Damn it. No. God damn it.
That was a huge one, too.
Well, at least he didn't take the Bahamut lure. Asshole. Let's see if I can catch him again. Oh, and he also shows up early in the morning, and it's daytime. God damn. Oh, wait, no. What am I getting this? Oh, you son of a bitch! It's a Tide Grouper. Why am I not surprised? Normally, I would be happy about this, but you know what? While looking for the Dino Barramundi, this is the 6th Tide Grouper I've ran into. I am so Tide Grouper out. I have ran into too many of these things.
The line can't take much more.
So yeah, Tide Groupers are rare in the Maiden Water, but they're everywhere here. Whatever fish you don't catch except for the saltwater fish, they're all out in the ocean. I just want to let you know that. So if there's ever a reason why you run into a Tide Grouper all the time, that's why.
Nice work, dude.
Because all of the big fish are in the vicinity. Alright then, next up, I wanted to try to gain my level, but I didn't. Oh, actually I did, but I was in the middle of a cutscene. This cutscene is practically us posing for the camera. Sorry if I'm talking through this. But I missed this because I didn't camp at Cape Cayam. Completely missable cutscene, by the way. And completely missable AP points. You're not getting any experience from this, just AP points. And the more AP points, the better. I should at least save up my AP points for things like, oh, I don't know, persistent aftertaste? Yeah, it would come in handy for considering the fact that I may end up catching one of those rare fishes. But for right now, I'm going to pick up this lure, or spider baleen, whichever one comes first, and we're going to try to pose.
Yep, this is the spot.
So when he gives the signal, you make a pose.
Okay.
So that's all you're practically doing. So you have the same pose as you did when you were posing in front of that Catablopus. I can't believe I mispronounced that name again. On that note, There's only one pose that works when you actually
Are we ready?
are told to
2,
pose.
3.
The ultimate pose! Dude, I wish I could actually put in Car's theme.
Loves you.
Or I just have him just looking stupid right here. Cozy pickles my ass. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that pose real quick. And
Give me a pose I'll never forget.
booyah! Doon 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 doon. Yeah, I'm going to hell for that one. And that's basically from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Battle Tendency. I don't know why everybody loves that one, but it's probably the best one from everyone else's perspective. Me, call me a Puritan, but I like Part 4 better. I still like Part 2, but Part 4 is one of my favorite ones.
You know what? She's gonna love him. Thanks for your help, buddy.
Anyway, and I actually do like Part 5 too.
Oh no, you won't.
But enough about JoJo. The reason why Prompto was taking this picture so that she could give... Wait, he actually. Why did I say that? So that he could give it to Luna Freya. Luna Freya's dead by now. But he was going to give that to Luna Freya, and he was also talking about taking risque pictures of Luna Freya, which almost caused Noctis to whoop his ass. So on that note, we'll be going back out into the water. This time we'll be going to Golden Key. And when we do, we'll try to attempt to find the mummy bass. And as we do, however, there is one strange place we need to visit. Angel Guard. Because I do believe the bass in question is around that area. However, as soon as we get anywhere close to the island of Angel Guard, Prompto wants to take a picture.
All right.
Well, not just that, but there's one other thing about Angel Guard. We just have to head to the photo spot first, beforehand. We can't get too close to the island just yet. And of course, it's gonna be another crazy photo op with these guys. There's about 5 photo ops each between Cape Kaya, Maltitia, and Golden Key. And I should have used this picture. This is so freaking hilarious. I'm saving that one.
Oh, love the lighting.
Well, whatever the case, folks.
Hang on.
Let's see if we could sail a little bit closer to the sun. Hold on, let me get into the boat. You know, that's kind of the one thing that aggravates me about this game. The main thing that aggravates about this game. Every time I try to operate something, it's tied to the jump. I wish the jump was separated. Oh, God! Oh, my eyes! I just forgot about something! The island itself! No!
Get us out of here, Iggy. Right.
Hang in there.
What the hell was that? Oh, right. That was a safeguard to keep people from going to Angel Guard. And there's a reason for that. It's actually the final level for Comrades. Comrades can go there, and I do believe Arden can go there in episode Arden. But we can't. And every time you try to go there after that cutscene, you're going to be pushed back. So on that note, we'll try to find the mummy bass, but there's just one problem. There's no fishing sites. All the fish are gone. I am sitting here sailing around the area where the mummy bass should be. And it is not here. I probably need to go a little bit lower, but I may have to try to attempt this some other time. For you see, as far as the mummy bass is concerned... Oh, and by the way, sorry about the noise in the background. My sister and her boyfriend is loudly playing stuff in the background. So if this gets somehow copyright ID'd, they're playing something that may have copyright ID, and I keep telling them not to do that. But I haven't found the bass because there's no fish appearing. And even then, in order for me to catch the bass, I have to use a smaller fish to catch it. But here's the problem. Tide groupers also eat smaller fish. What the fuck, Square? Well, whatever the case, I'll just show off the mummy bass next time, and instead pursue the Nephilim grouper, which, by the way, is easy to spot because it's a multicolored grouper. While the mummy bass actually blends in with the water at night, it's a purple bass, by the way, a really big purple bass. This is actually a green grouper, and you can see the Nephilim grouper in the offset. By the way, I'm at rank 10. After trying to catch a lot of fish and those stupid tide groupers, I am at rank 10, but that's not going to be enough. Because you want to know why? I don't catch the fish that I need to get due to the fact that sometimes these fish will be heavier than your line. And unfortunately, I didn't catch the right fish because this thing snapped onto my line. Okay, let's try this again. See if I can actually catch him this time. Come on. Come on. Hey, I'm actually attracting somebody, but who? Hopefully not another tide grouper. Oh, that looked like a tide grouper, but it wasn't. Oh, thank God. Although, it is not what I wanted to catch. It's the Nephilim grouper I wanted. Not the Cleglean sea bass. Like I said, folks, if you haven't catched any fish out in the oceans of... or out in the sea or oceans or anywhere else, you'll be catching them here. Alright. Let's see if I can lure you in. Come on. Oh, and by the way, another thing I should have mentioned that I probably didn't. When you find the rare fish that Noctis is looking for, he will say, "Come to Papa." And that is a good indicator that you found the fish. Nonetheless, let's hope I can get this Nephilim grouper in one fell swoop. Oh, there we go. Got him, and look what he's doing to my line. I'm trying to use the techniques to shake it and to not get shooken, and he's just tearing my line apart. And unfortunately, it may be my controller too. It also has a hand in it as well. It has more HP than what my line can handle. It's not hard to get. It's just sometimes there's fish that when you're trying to catch them, they purposely max out your tension even when they're not even when the line's not in tension. See? I almost caught the Dynel Barramuni, but unfortunately I was at level 9. If I would have caught it again, or at least attempted to catch it again... Oh, and that's another thing. I forgot to get Kupu Berry Cheesecake for this. I should have. And it's going to cost me dearly. So on that note, I'll try to do the best I can. Because that's the only... the Kupu Berry Cheesecake would be the only reason why I would catch this fish so easily. But it's going to be unfortunately a loss, as this one is constantly tugging at the line, and it's probably a really big Nephilim grouper, which is probably why my line is being completely destroyed right now. I bet you catching that thing will net a really nice, tasty recipe. I'm positive, or not positive, Let me check on that right quick. I checked and the answer is no, although his fin can be used to make some really potent magic. That's one thing that's good. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to catch it, because you want to know why? My durability is bad, and also, he snapped my line. Damn. Well, let's try this again, and hopefully we can actually get the damn thing this time. Come on. Oh, it's leaving. You know what? Why am I even here? There it is again. We're gonna try it again this time. I put the warning out there because of the fact that the Nephilim grouper, you probably didn't see it the first time because it was a blink and you missed it moment. But here I'm doing a lot better. I'm actually tapping the button instead of holding it. Controller. Controller! How could you do this to me? I swear my controller got stuck. And I was trying to go left. You know what? Let's just go to Altissia.
He's welcome here.
And for the record, we need to activate the cutscene by looking at this pamphlet.
I thought there was only one god of the sea.
You sound troubled, Highness. Something got you questioning your faith?
I wouldn't go that far, but I've definitely never heard anyone tell this tale back home.
And which one would that be? Ah yes, Bismark. Revered here in Accordo, much like Leviathan is across all of Eos. He's not a deity by definition, but the anglers of Altissia have elevated him to the same immortal plane. They pray to him, hoping he'll help them land a big haul.
So, do you think he could help me catch a whopper too?
I can't say for sure, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. Legend has it, Bismarck spends his time swimming where the seabirds flock. Keep your eyes peeled and maybe you'll spot him.
We're gonna follow Wescom's advice, because there are seagulls in the area of Altissia as soon as you activate the quest. Now, whenever you run into seagulls, there's 3 sets. One's gonna be on the side of the ocean to the west, one's going to be in the northwest, and where Bismarck is going to be the last one you find. It doesn't matter where you choose first, so long as you find all 3 flocks of seagulls before Bismarck shows up. And I kind of found the second one off screen, so it honest to God doesn't matter where you start. Just let it be known that there's 3 flocks of seagulls in the vicinity. And sorry if you hear my cat in the background. I just fed him and took care of him, and he just wants to come in. Well, I'll worry about that off camera. So, on that note, we'll head over to Bismarck. As a matter of fact, we should be approaching him. Well, hold on. Let me see if we can find him. I see the seagulls. I think this is the area. He should be... Come on, where is he? I know I see seagulls, or is that the dirt on my screen? No, it's... Hold on. Yeah, I do see seagulls. But apparently, they show up probably in the daytime. So it's best to actually find all the seagulls in the daytime. And there they are.
No, but not here.
So, on that note, that's the second batch of seagulls. I thought we actually found them. Yeah, they're on the northwestern end right there. And now we're going to try to find the last batch of seagulls. They should be in the vicinity somewhere. But, as I said, seagulls are practically going to be in the vicinity in the daytime, circling around where big fish are. So I think we're probably closing in on Bismarck right about now. We just need to sail a little bit down south and just a little bit more. And while the cutscene is on, I'll probably see what he wants. And by he, I mean my cat. So on that note, I'll be right back.
OMG. You guys?
Whoa, look at the size of that thing.
A divine presence indeed.
It's really him. And he's enormous. Like, ginormous.
Get a load of this, Noct. There are fish everywhere.
Easy to see why he received the Angler's apotheosis.
Well, guess we ought to pay our respects too.
Well, now that we got to see Bismarck, we get to see the narwhal splashing and making a gigantic scene. And what a scene it is. This happens to be the best scene that everyone seems to remember of the Royal Edition. Yes, Bismarck going full-on Free Willy. I mean, sometimes I can catch him, sometimes I can't, but look at all the fish that's showing up. But as this narwhal is going up and down and all around, fish will all of a sudden appear. And he just keeps splashing it. Oh, sorry, that was my arm, sorry. He just keeps splashing the waves and the fish keep coming. One particular fish you want to find because of Bismarck is in the sea. And we'll get to him eventually. But first, there's a cutscene from all of his splashing. I really believe the animators definitely went out of their way to animate this wonderful creature.
Well, there he goes.
But it looks like his fishy friends are sticking around.
Until I catch him, that is.
Make sure you say a prayer of thanks.
And just like that, Second Sea God is done. But that's not all, folks. We have one last thing to get, and that is the Stylian Blue Tuna. I called it Stylian, it's Stylian Blue Tuna. But whatever the case, the Stylian Blue Tuna just so happens to be the tuna that is, well, blue. It may look like a grouper, but it is not. And it's really, really heavy. Oh, actually, it's not the heaviest fish. I promise you that. It's all blue and you can't miss it. Shining blue, as a matter of fact. But yeah, my controller's working now. Oh yeah, and no Koopleberry cheesecake either. And this is my first attempt. So, this one's the easier of the four. That's ironic, ladies and gentlemen. And we finally caught him. With that, Ignis has a new recipe.
This fish sure looks delicious.
Well, Iggy, don't you got something to say?
I hate to disappoint, but I already had a recipe in mind. There's no tuna dish superior to sushi.
Well, arigato in advance, Ignis-san.
Aw, he didn't say the phrase, but at least we got our recipe. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, so, reel I use is the reel available from the Royal Edition. The line was from the Royal Edition, but everything else is stuff that you buy in the game. But nonetheless, folks, we're done fishing, and that tuna gave us the best recipe in the game, as that will be needed for Omega later on. But for now, I'll call it a part next time. Parts 7 and 8 will be Episode Ignis. This is RVman985. He'll actually have more recipes, starting in Part 7 with Episode Ignis.